Hello, this is Roger Earl of Foghat. You're listening to Ground Zero Radio. What's that, Michaela? What a beautiful name, by the way.
I do need to tell you, I love your station.
Welcome to Ground Zero Songwriter Radio. Tonight is going to be a very, very special night because you are going to hear music by the one and only Pat Laverty. I have in the studio with me his son Patrick, who was gracious enough to come in tonight and hang out with me. We're going to talk all about his father and his father's music. And there's an interesting reason why Patrick, the son of Pat Laverty, is here on behalf of his father. So welcome to the studio, Patrick.
Thank you, Michaela. Thank you for having me.
You are so awesome for being here tonight. I absolutely adore this project. I'm honored to be able to share this project on the air with everyone tonight. So, where are we going to start with this one? Because we want everyone to have a enjoyable time tonight. All right? That is the plan. So your father, Pat Laverty, he was into nuclear medicine.
That's right. That's right. Nuclear medicine. Not something you hear every day.
Right. Also dabbled in music and obviously a songwriter. And we are going to be hearing those songs tonight. And the reason why Patrick, the son of Pat Laverty, is here tonight is due to a situation where, we no longer have Pat Laverty here on the earth with us. And that is very unfortunate. But I think that it is a very beautiful, beautiful tribute that you, your siblings, the people over at Studio 770, and everyone that was in on helping your father get his music produced, all of you followed through with that dream of his. And that is so touching and so beautiful. So first of all, Patrick, tell me about your father. I understand that he was originally born in Scotland.
Yeah, so Pat Laverty, when he was, so both him and my aunt, they had moved over to the United States when my father was 9, but they were born and raised up until he was 9 in Scotland. And, my dad was always sure to tell us about, how the cultures were different and how, he had a rough neighborhood he grew up in, but it always toughened him up. But yeah, kind of what you were saying earlier is, he was a man of, many skills, but throughout his whole life, he was always playing music. Me and my siblings, my mom, we had always heard him playing in the garage growing up. So, and he had always talked about what he wanted to do with his music as a goal. His goal was always to get his, music out there into the public. So that was something, as you were saying earlier, we just wanted to see it through. We wanted to make sure that this goal of his was that we met the goal. He always wanted to be on the radio. So the new age version of that was to get it on, streaming services. But, sitting here today, we're about to play the music and it's very powerful. It's so powerful. And, I like to think he's, watching over and seeing this all unfold and, just looking to see his dream come true. So
I fully believe that he is watching and very proud of all of the work and all of the heart and soul that all of you put into this. Let's listen to track. This track is titled "Oh Oh." Did I say it right?
That's right. Oh oh. There was a contention whether there was 3 O's or 2 O's, but it's 2 O's. 2 O's is the final verdict. 2 O's.
The final verdict. It's oh oh.
Mm-hmm. 'Cause, mm-hmm.
Let's go.
thoughts of you make my tears go. Oh, got a new girl, settle down. You got passed up as I went round. Oh, oh. I can see the future's blind. In my heart, you're still crying. Oh, oh. Lots of love, lots of fear. Different futures for you and me. Oh, oh. All I hope and all I do is no longer here for you, no. Oh, there's a new love, she's so kind. She's the one who throws tears from my mind. Oh, oh. Happy days and happy nights, she just makes the sunshine bright. Oh, oh, oh,
And I love those extra O's at the end. That was awesome.
Oh yeah. It's
Right?
good stuff.
Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. Okay. So part of the story with that song was deciding whether it's O, 3 O's or 2 O's. But you were saying, you guys.
Yeah. After my dad had passed away, we were, just going through his stuff, and just the thing that you do after someone passes away, and I came across all of his most of the song lyrics, and a whole bunch of other songs that unfortunately never came to fruition. But we have like a lyric book, and the deciding factor was we pulled up the lyrics and only 2 O's, so there you go. Yeah, 2 O's.
And I think there's some more about another story behind this song.
Oh, that's right. So for this song, we also had this debut at a local fair in Brea, California, and so we had been sponsors of this event for a long time through our business, and this year we had reached out and we said, hey, it's a music festival, so we're like, hey, it's a long shot, but would there be a chance that we could play one of my dad's songs? And at the time this song had already been completed, so it was just as you guys heard it just now. And yeah, they let us play it, and so that was I guess the first public debut of the song "Oh Oh," and it was very powerful to hear that in just such a public setting, and it was great. It was great. It was, and we're very thankful to the organization for letting us do that. That was St. Angelo Merici. Summerfest.
That's
So,
awesome.
yeah.
I'm so glad that happened for you. And I'm going to probably say this 20 times tonight. Absolutely, of course, your dad knows and sees exactly how you are carrying on to honor him. And there is a smile on his face.
I certainly hope so.
There is. I'm telling you.
Don't fudge it, son. Don't mess it up.
Don't fudge it.
Yeah.
And here's my lyrics. It's 2 O's.
Exactly.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so the title of the album is Pony Rides. And so we're going to hear that title track, Pony Rides.
That's right.
And is there any story that you want to share about that song?
Pony Rides, it's just exactly what you said, Pony Rides title track. I mean, everything about the album was all modeled after this song. It was all when we had a vision for how it'll look on a CD, forever ago. It was all about the Pony Rides. So title track.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Pony Rides by Pat Laverty.
Down the park the other day, saw a lassie, she walked away. Green pond down, the sky was blue. Where she's gone, I wish I knew. Pony rides for another day. Children's laughter, rainbow trees, mystery fishing, pond and leaves, broken willows, tall winds blue. Where are you now? The one I knew. Pony rides for another day. Streams of laughter, birds of blue, walking slowly, green is true. Subtle whisper, children play. I love the sky, and so I say, waves of grain, hair was gold. Lost your sight where it's never cold. Green, green pond, painted skies. She walked away, I wonder why. Down the park the other day, saw a lassie, she walked away. Broken willows, tall winds blue. Where she's gone, wish I knew. Pony rides for another day.
And is that like a little bike chime I heard at the very end there?
That it was.
My gosh, I absolutely love that. And the instrument was a penny whistle that we kept here. That's really cool. That is really cool. I think these songs are just like lovely. They're lifting my spirit. And now you had mentioned you heard your father playing some of these songs when you were a young child.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So,
I would say, yeah. Most of them I had heard, but there's some that I heard more than others.
Okay, so, and I know the listening audience can't see you right now, but you're a grown man. So that means your father was writing these songs quite a long time ago. Oh yeah,
so from the dates that I could find from his lyric book, a lot of songs looks like they were written around like 80 to 82, 83, kind of those years. And then I know he was playing a lot in high school with some of his friends. That's where he started playing guitar anyway. He's been, a music lover since, forever. I mean, he's had inspirations from the Beatles for sure have been his biggest inspiration. Yeah.
So your father had always been a music lover, and that's how you knew him and experienced him growing up. But also your father went into nuclear medicine, which is
big time.
Yeah, that's amazing. I just find that very interesting because it's actually something that I do actually follow a little bit of. Not knowledgeable of enough to have a conversation about it, but it is a little bit of something that I follow. So I found that to be very interesting about your father's history.
Yeah, he was a pioneer in a lot of that industry. He's a well-known name for sure. Yeah. And he moved mountains. he helped create an industry in a way. It's wild, that story. Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that because I think that is quite incredible. And when I got the phone call from Janelle Rapp, who's going to be joining us here in the studio pretty soon tonight. I got the phone call from her about what your family and Studio 770 and the project that you were completing on behalf to honor your father's songs. But of course, I was immediately in love with the project, but then I had to look up Pat Laverty and wow. You're not kidding about him being a pioneer in many ways in that industry. So tell us what you know and remember about that side of his life.
Sure. Well, he's been a nuclear medicine technologist my whole life. He was with one of the first graduating classes from Ferris State in Michigan. So when he moved out to California, his big leg up was that he had actually had a college background, whereas nuclear medicine was new at the time, relatively new. So by my understanding, and so when he was getting more involved with hospitals, he was taking the place of not taking the place, but he was being hired in environments where people generally weren't educated on it, and so. The people that were running the camera systems at the time for nuclear medicine were really not qualified. And so he brought a big level of education, and he was the point of contact for a lot of hospitals. As his career progressed, he became, it's known as a radiation safety officer. He became that for multiple hospitals. He started a company, family business, which I'm running now. It's still open today. And it's been going fantastic, but it wouldn't have happened without him laying the foundation. And yeah, part of the pioneering I was talking about is he created essentially like an entire mobile industry by his work with one of the pharmaceutical companies, and Department of Transportation. They worked all hand in hand to get this whole industry kind of started. So it's wild. It's wild. He helped pioneer this whole thing, and it's still run around thriving today, and it's all thanks to his work.
Wow. So, incredible. And you're so well spoken. You're doing a great job of representing him.
Thank you.
Excuse me as I stumble over my words. You are doing a great job of representing him tonight. I know he's smiling.
Thank you.
Let's move on over to And I Wonder.
And I Wonder.
grass grows, water it glistens, streams go by, as oceans listen, deers run through, fishes fly, sun it shines, I hear you smile, and I wonder how you feel, and I wonder is this love real, and I wonder late at night, and I wonder when I hold you tight, raindrops fall around the sky, streams they glisten, sparkle eyes, rabbits run through, forest wild, bring love to me, my wondrous eyes, and I wonder how you feel, and I wonder is this love real, green grass grows, water it glistens, streams go by, as my heart just listens, and I wonder how you feel, and I wonder is this love real, and I wonder when I sleep at night, and I wonder as we drink tonight, is there a reason?
Absolutely stunning, stunning, stunning. I am proud of you. And I just now met you. I'm so proud of your entire family and Studio 770 and anyone that's been involved in supporting this effort to get these beautiful songs finished and published and out there.
Thank you so much.
Wow. And so the song we just heard was And I Wonder. And the next song we're going to hear is Younger Days.
That's right.
And these are the two songs that you remember most when hearing your father play a long time ago when you were a child?
Yes, and specifically, And I Wonder, I think kind of hit that chord the most. Something about the sound of it, it just makes me think of, growing up, childhood, and that, just and the chords that he played, it was all very, very, succinct with this song, And I Wonder. And, it's why my wife and I will kind of like joke around and like say like, and I wonder, like, to each other. And yeah, it has a kind of hits a lot of emotional chords, that one. But yeah, I love that one. That's definitely up there as one of my favorite ones from the album.
So you had a celebration of life to honor your father, and during that celebration, you shared And I Wonder and Younger Days with the people that were present at that celebration. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. When my father first passed, we had an initial pre-release of 6 songs, 6 of the 8 songs, that were, I guess at that stage, cause the intention was for him to finish it, so at that stage it was at those 6 songs were, I guess, good enough for a pre-release. I don't know how else to say it, but it was good enough for a pre-release. So then I've been working with Sean T over at Studio 770 and getting the last 2 songs finished, and they've done just a fantastic job. And so at the Celebration of Life, which we had very recently, like within the last month, I would say, we had friends, family gather around, and we had all of his, we had it all set up with a lot of his favorite things. He was a big Star Trek guy, so we had an Enterprise out, and he was and he's a big sports guy too. So we had a football out from that was signed by the Rams.
Wow!
Huge Lakers guy, so we had a Lakers basketball out there, and just a ton of just items from his life, and some of his jackets, some of his favorite jackets. So just seeing like a piece of clothing, like instantly you remember, like, oh my gosh, that's what he would wear all the time. And but anyway, at that Celebration of Life is when we released And I Wonder, the completed versions of And I Wonder and Younger Days, as well as the finished versions of the rest of the album, as much as we could. As I was educated that typically you do another vocal track after the instrumentals are all pieced together. So we meaning Studio 770. I'm acting like I was the one at the computer doing all the work, but they made it so with the vocals that we had, get it to the best that we possibly could to meet the vision that he had.
Well, I think we should dive right into Younger Days then. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Younger Days by Pat Laverty.
Younger days, we could fly so high, run and play, no time goes by, pencil missing, we fell from trees, kicked the ball and forever free. These are times of changing hearts. These are times we can't live apart. These are times we must see through that foggy haze. Your man is strong, he goes off the wall, he comes back home, he's a hero sure. Somewhere far off but true, a mother she cries for, a heart so blue. But these are times of changing hearts. These are times when we can't live apart. These are times of changing ways. These are times where we must see through that foggy haze. We learn to love, we grow through the years, we run and laugh, hurting, have no fear.
Everything that goes comes to ground.
You don't think you'll see as it hits your eyes. Your first hurt is here, think you'll surely die. Your eyes, they open, you begin to see
your world as it grows and changes.
now you just can't believe how blind you could be. An old man speaks, so you listen now.
Every now, if you understand,
You find you don't know it all and how. But these are times of changing hearts. These are times when we can't live apart. These are times changing ways. These are times where we must see through that foggy haze. Younger days, we could fly so high, run and play, no time goes by. Younger days.
That is so stunning. I just don't even know what to say next. I feel like anything I say is going to take us in the wrong direction, because that song is so moving. Both of those songs back to back. This entire project is so moving. But I heard some very subtle little things at the very beginning of the song. There were like kids playing or chattering.
Mm-hmm.
Then throughout the song, there were a couple of times I heard like another man's voice in the background. Was that also your father in the background?
That was also, so there's an interesting story with that. That is his voice. So he, lyricist, he also wrote this poem that we had recorded. And so just to kind of, I guess, add to like a big finale of the song, we took some of these excerpts of this poem that he had written, because it aligned with the lyrics of this song. So we put those in, kind of like subtle little, voice in the back. But yeah, that's him speaking with like he had his English accent, and he had his American accent, and then he had his Scottish accent. So he like has like a little hint of his Scottish accent in that voice, but I mean he can go thick Scottish accent if he wanted, but just being, you know, his first couple his formative years over there, or well, till 9 anyway. So, and then my grandparents with the thick Scottish accent. But yeah, so that was his voice in the background. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. That wasn't his voice as the kids though. That wasn't his voice as the kids.
No, yeah, of course. You know, how fun though. Did you ever find yourself, did you ever have times around the house when your dad would turn on that thick Scottish accent and you guys would play around with it some?
Yeah. There were times typically if he's playing in the garage, just, you know, having, you know, at the end of the week or something, if he's just like, you know, having a drink or something, then he would let the Scottish accent out and, you know, reminds him, and then he would, you know, he'd call like family back over in Scotland sometimes, and then you would just hear it through and through. You'd hear the Scottish. So yeah, we heard it all the time.
You heard it all the time. Yeah.
But he could turn it on and off like a switch. It was wild. Yeah. And my aunt can do the same thing. She can do the same thing.
Really? Mm-hmm. So how many brothers and sisters do you have?
1 brother, 1 sister.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So there's 3 of you all together then.
3 total.
We just did math, and I promised there was going to be no math after 5.
Well, funny thing about you're asking siblings, my brother, he's going for his PhD in mathematics.
He?
Fun fact, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, brother.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to your brother and your sister.
Yeah, way to go, Brian, Susie, and Vicky. Mom, Vicky. Mm-hmm.
Mom, Vicky.
Yeah.
This is such a stunningly beautiful project. I just am at a loss for words. And so, therefore, I'm going to be quiet. And we're going to let the songs speak for themselves. This next song is titled Zoe.
I guess in the theme of family. So should I dive into that now or after?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was going to really quick also say that Younger Days, the inspiration for Younger Days, the song we just listened to, was when my cousin Emily was born. That's when my dad was inspired to write the song Younger Days. It's the title. It's spelled days, like you're in a day, you're like you're dazed and confused or something. But it's like a kind of a double play. You know, younger days as, you know, as time. You know, so it's kind of like a double play on that. So it was inspired by the birth of my cousin Emily, who was the first of that generation to be born. So then tying in nicely to the next song, Zoe, that was the birth of my daughter. That was the birth of, you know, his granddaughter. So when Zoe was born, he wrote this song. It was inspired, you know, it was just inspired by the next generation coming along. And so obviously this one holds a very, very special place in my heart and my wife's heart. It's very powerful. And, you know, and I believe they're listening. So if Zoe, if you're listening, this one's from Grandpa. This one's from Grandpa. So.
Aww.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Zoe. Here's your song. Mm-hmm.
All my energy, all my love, all my energy, it's here for you to be. If you're cold at night, I'll be there to keep you right. As you go through mystery ways, I'll be there to help you through those days. Oh my love, oh my energy, it's here for you to be. So life's a mystery, life's a dream, feature sparkle, ocean themes, eyes to skies, wind to breeze, your footprints walk with ease. mystery. Life is a dream. If you're feeling cold at night, I'll be there to keep you right. As you go through mystery ways, I'll be there to help you through those days. Oh my love, oh my energy, oh my love, oh my energy. As you go through mystery ways, I'll be there to help you through those days. So weak, so weak. So weak.
Hey, everybody. We are live in the studio tonight with Patrick Laverty, and he is sharing with us the songs from his father's album that was recently completed by Studio 770. And tonight I am so thrilled to be able to put these songs on the air and share this entire story. So Patrick's father, Pat Laverty, passed away. It hasn't even been a year. And yeah, it was November of last year. Mm-hmm. And so it hasn't even been a year. His father was a huge, successful pioneer in the field of nuclear medicine, which I believe you're also in that same field, aren't you?
Yes. Running the company. Mm-hmm.
You are.
Mm-hmm. Running the show.
Well, that's awesome. That's really awesome that you just, walked in your father's footsteps. Mm. And it's beautiful that you and your family and the other people that were involved and people over at Studio 770 wanted to see this project through. So how far into this album project did your father get before he was no longer with us?
Well, I'm fairly certain that he had 2 to 3 songs that were basically finished. And then the remaining 6, I guess, that we had at the pre-release just needed a few tweaks. And then the last 2 still needed a little bit of work. So yeah, I would say he had about like 2 or 3 of them that were completely finished or basically finished, without the final voiceover. That was I don't think he did that for any of the songs. I don't think he did a final vocal recording. The thing, for his, when he was going through, when he was going through chemo, it had an effect on his vocal cords. So he could only do so much recording time, and obviously chemo is going to have a big effect on your energy. And he was doing all sorts of different treatments. Being in the medical industry, he had a lot of insight to what could potentially help him along. So he was at times suggesting things to the oncologist, and but in any case, it just had an effect on his vocal cords. So I would say for the most part 2 to 3 with the exception of the final vocal. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these songs have been published, the entire album, which is titled Pony Rides, mm-hmm. by Pat Laverty. And it's been completely published. And so you can find any of these songs on whatever your favorite streaming source is. Also, I heard it mentioned that if anyone wants a physical copy of the album, they can get a hold of Studio 770. And who is the nice young lady that mentioned?
Her name's Shanti. She's the producer. And then there's the contact us page on Studio 770. If someone wants a physical copy, they can they can write in through there. Sometimes people mess up with our last name, so Pat, P-A-T, Laverty, Laverty, and yes, that's right. It's Pony Rides. Pony Rides is the album.
This whole project is so beautiful. I am stunned, and I'm absolutely honored that Janelle Rapp is the one who reached out to me. She is going to be on the show here with us, sharing her original songs. I am so just blessed that she reached out to me about sharing this project. Thank you for trusting me to do this.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me and my dad.
Absolutely. I do feel like, it's a trust thing. And now we're friends.
Absolutely. That's right.
That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hear some more from Pony Rides. We have a few more songs to go through. We have Thoughts of Wind.
Thoughts of Wind.
Seeing that light, it shines on you. I'd see that time, and you walked on by. Some days I wonder why. Thoughts of wind, thoughts of wind, and seen it all. Can't recall, I'm too tall, not at all. You were the best for me, and I found that destiny. The wind that blows inside of me, gotta be free. Thoughts of wind, thoughts of wind, I've seen it all. Oh lady, I'm back here today. Oh baby, sometimes I feel this way. Saw the sun rise in me, heard your voice, what can I say? Lady, sometimes maybe the wind, thoughts of wind, thoughts of wind, I've seen it all. Oh lady, I'm back here today. Oh baby, sometimes it feels this way. And as the winter change keeps you throwing down the lane, but I'm still going. As you've seen it all, I can't think at all.
Well, the last song was titled Thoughts of Wind, and this is off of the Pony Rides album, written by Pat Laverty. Patrick, his son, is in the studio tonight to share this beautiful music project with us, and I'm so thrilled that he's here. You are so awesome for being here tonight, and everyone that was involved in this project, kudos to all of you. I just want to hug every single one of your necks because I just think this is such a stunning way to memorialize and honor the love of music that your father had. And guitar was his instrument of choice, right?
That's right. He played piano a tiny bit, and but yeah, guitar for sure was his instrument of choice. And he's got quite a few different guitars, and it's all. And I have one that I have at home, one that was his, and I mean I don't play nearly as much as he does, not nearly to that level, but it's it's fun. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, I know my sister plays a little bit too, and so yeah, guitar.
If you want to rehear any of these songs, the songs are published. They are on any one of your favorite streaming apps that you like to use. Just look for Pat Laverty. The album name is Pony Rides. And there you go. And if you want a hard copy, you can get a hold of Studio 770.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
That's right.
Okay, awesome. Well, this has been a really beautiful night. It took everything inside of me not to cry, especially during, which two songs.
Mm-hmm. Same. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was looking around and we do not have tissue in this studio.
Yeah. What's going on with that? We gotta get some tissues around here.
We need some tissues if we're going to do these kind of shows.
Right.
But this has been, how some people say tears of joy. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm trying to find the right words for the tears that I was feeling and that you were feeling, because it is a joyful, beautiful way to, again, honor your father and his love for music and to finish the project for him. The song we're going to play next is Carry, Carry On. And you had mentioned something to me when we were off the air about it being a little hard to listen to this song.
Yeah. Well, the message of this song is to, carry on. And so in a time of loss, of when you lose somebody like so close to you, I like the song, but sometimes, and this is just a personal thing. Sometimes you don't want to hear that because you don't want to carry on. You want to hang on.
You want to hold on. Yeah.
You want to hold on. You want to, just hug him. And it's like, not ready to carry. But it's a great song. It's a great song. It's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But like sometimes, because, I play this album all the time. Like I'm constantly listening to the song and then, or to all the songs. And yeah, that one in particular, I still listen to it, still enjoy it. And then, but it's like, it's like a internal dialogue. I'm like, nah, Dad, like, I can't carry on just yet. I was like, you're still here with us. So, that's kind of like the mental,
yeah,
hurdle of the song, I guess.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah. But it's meant to be, motivating. It's like, helping people to get to that next step and, progress through life. Yeah. He was very much a very much a positive thinker. Even during his treatment, like, so much so, like, you wouldn't even have thought anything was wrong. So this is very much in alignment with who Pat Laverty was and is. I mean, it's positive thinking, carry on, getting on to the, next step. So that's this one.
Life's long, be strong, live long, carry on. See life, breathe long, keep strong, carry on. See life, breathe long, keep strong, carry on. Birds fly, children cry, so
as you see the nights and hear the dreams, all its magic is a flowing stream. Days of dreams have gone and came, days of dreams are here today. All I know and all I hear, the days of sun when we were young are still here today.
And that was Carry, Carry On by Pat Laverty. And in the studio with me, I've had the pleasure of speaking with his son, Patrick. Thank you again. I'm not going to stop thanking you.
Well, likewise. Thank you for having me. It's, yeah, like I said, it's seeing his goals coming to fruition. So yeah, the more we can, the more people that can hear, he just wanted the world to hear his music. So yeah. So thank you. Thank you.
Hey, it is a blessing to my heart. And these songs are already on my playlist when they were sent to me. I always preview songs. That's a given. But when I keep songs,
that's a different story.
That's a different story. And these are keepers.
All right.
And the entire story of all of it is absolutely touched my heart in so many ways. All right, so there is one more song to listen to from this album, Pony Rides by Pat Laverty. This song is titled "Love You." So I'm gonna launch this song, and I am going to get out of this chair, and I am gonna hug this young man who has come in here tonight to see it through. To honor his father. And I know that there was a team of people that made it happen.
Absolutely.
So all of you at Studio 770, your siblings, your mom, your everyone that was in on making sure this project was finished.
The whole family. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I am positive that Pat is seeing what's happening and very happy about it and smiling upon all of you. So
Me too.
Yeah. All right. So this is Love You. And if you want to hear any of these other songs, you can find Pony Rides is the title of the album by Pat Laverty, and it's available on all streaming sources. This next song is Love You.
Small bird fly through the night, spreads his wings for your delight. Little square seems all alone, gathers nuts for his winter home, and fly, girl, be free, with a face like yours, stardom is your destiny.
Broadcasting from Newport Beach, Costa Mesa to the universe. 1015 KOCI LPFM.
Yeah.